Greens or no, this is Morgan Lundgren here, and today, welcome to the second installment of EVA-thon. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the two movies from the 90s, End of Evangelion and Death and Rebirth. We'll talk about Death and Rebirth last. End of Evangelion is basically the alternate ending to the series. Episode 25, called Love is Destructive, and episode 26, which is One More Final. And then there's another episode which is basically titled I Need You. It's not really an episode, it's just the ending scene and stuff. And so, what the episode 25, what this plot consists of is it opens up with a very dirty opening with Shinji, okay, so basically this ending, it's focused on the manga, pretty much. That's basically what this is. And so most of the characters are dead and all that. Kaji, Toji, and all that stuff. Kensuke is left to another home and stuff. So it opens up with Shinji kind of monologuing, I guess, in the beginning. He ends up he's in the hospital talking to Asuka, while she's in a coma and stuff. He's next to Asuka's hospital bed trying to talk to her and stuff, and he's super scared and stuff. So, and then there's a dirty scene where and then there's all over his hands. It's so freaking nasty. I can't believe. I didn't know what that was at first, but then is that recording? Yes, it is. I didn't know what that was at first, but I kind of do now. So that later on we see, even Shinji admits that I'm so fucked up. That is true. And then we see Misato later talking about basically the instrumentality project and stuff. And then we see basically just nothing but filler and stuff, basically with the Nerve Bridge crew and all that. And then we find out that the JSS. Then we find out that we have one final, and even though all the angels are destroyed, there's one final enemy left that they talk about. There's the JSSDF. There's humans. Yeah, that's right. Their final enemy are people. So the JSSDF there's a JSSDF who are planning to take the Evas and basically just destroy Earth. So there's basically so they plan on putting up a firewall to buy some time, but they need someone to help. So they bring up Ritsuko Akagi, who basically deceived them a while back, to put up the firewalls and stuff to hold some time. And the Nerf crew actually have to put up Nerf actually has to go on level 1 battle stations. Yeah, so they actually have to fight with guns and stuff, and they have to fight people, basically. Yeah. So they show up, and basically a whole killing spree happens and everything. They send Asuka in her Eva down to the bottom of the ocean to protect her and stuff. Misato tries to bring Shinji to the Eva, but of course, since he's such a wimp, he doesn't want to, because he's convinced that he's lost everything and he doesn't really care, really doesn't want to fight anymore. So all that happens. I need to focus. So all that happens, and it's been like forever since I've seen the movie. All that happens. What else is there? It's been so long since before they board the Eva, Misato so first there's Gendo. He plans on taking Rei to the Lilith and stuff, because of course we all know that Rei is a clone. So I guess doing something with her, to see Yui again. And before they can board the Eva, Misato talks. Well, first of all, Asuka wakes up later in the Eva, while the JSSDF are attacking her and stuff, and she wakes up and she fights back. But then later on, they send out the Eva series, which are 9 units, which are basically nothing but big-lipped white monstrosities. My God, these things look freaking horrifying. My God, not to mention that they have these wings and these blades and stuff, which they do look pretty cool. They almost remind me of the angels, from Bayonetta and stuff. If you guys ever played that game. So before Shinji boards the Eva, Misato has a little conversation with her about how Shinji should never give up and should fight for something. And then when he lets him off, she dies. pretty sad. So later on, while Asuka's fighting the 9 EVA series, she gets stabbed in the eye, and she goes down. And then she gets her guts pulled out of her. And I don't know what that is. So Asuka basically dies. Now in the manga, Shinji actually helped out Asuka. This is like such a hilarious change. Like in the manga, Shinji actually helped out Asuka while she was being attacked and stuff, while she was fighting. But in this, Shinji just completely doesn't even like bother and like doesn't even help her one bit. You know, just completely just like leaves her behind. So in the end of this episode, Shinji comes up and he basically the third impact happens. Basically, he gets these giant orange wings. He gets captured by the 9 EVA series and stuff. And that's the end of, and I guess that's the end of that episode. You know, the third impact basically happens. So, what is there to talk about in the next episode? Nothing. And I mean nothing, like, nothing makes sense. Now, in this episode, I don't even know what I don't even know what there is to talk about. Like, I guess, like, most of the episodes, nothing but, like, random images and, like, weird imagery and, like, flashbacks, like, these weird stock, like, live-action scenes and stuff. It's so weird. Like, it's so, like, I remember, like, it was hard for me to understand at first. I remember it was even hard for my dad to understand when he first watched it, and I really should have brought water with me. Oh, man. So, in the... actually, in the beginning of that, in the start of that episode, Rey fuses with Lilith, and they both become one, and basically, they summon the Black Moon, this Black Moon. Black Moon, that doesn't sound like anything to me. No. So, and then also Lance of Lages comes back down, and they talk about how like the Eva has the fruit of knowledge and the fruit of life, and they become God, something like that. I don't get it. So and then a bunch of clones, ghosts of Reys and whatever, I don't know, turning people into LCL, which is kind of weird. AT fields disappearing and all that. Oh man, everybody dies. Oh, and then the rest of the episode just talks about nothing but stock images, drawings, nothing dialogue that makes no sense. Literally nothing. Why? Like, literally nothing. I don't even know what to explain this one. They literally, like, just do nothing but, like, we hear the characters talk to each other a little bit, but other than that, there's literally that, psychological stuff. It's one of those scenes, like, it's psychological and, like, you don't know what's happening, basically. Like, kind of like Akira, if you want to call that much. So, in the end, and then there's a whole scene with Gendo and Yui. You know, Yui talks about how she was always there and stuff, and how she was always there for him, and and then Gendo feels bad for Shinji and all that, which is kind of weird because after like 26 which is kind of weird after 26 episodes, or I know the still ending, but still after 26 episodes, he only now realizes that this is like a terrible thing that he's done and all that. So he of course. He doesn't really get turned to LCL, but he gets eaten by EVA-1 for some reason, and then that's basically that. So, also, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before. I mean, it's almost the end of this movie, but I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before. But they talk about, but like in the series, they talk about like I think the makers of the anime, they talk about how like the show's supposed to be like the real world, like if like people in real life like make giant robots and they fight monsters in real life, and like that really fits, and that fact really fits with how realistic this movie is. Like the way this movie is animated and how it's like this movie really does look realistic. I mean, like the animation, like Man, I just nothing to say like, do I? Like, there's, like, the animation, like, there's the animation, it looks like they're using CGI, it looks awesome, like, yeah. I'm, like, saying like so much, I don't know, just my thing, just my thing, you know, I like you, I like myself, you know, so that's really awesome. The animation of this movie is really cool, I love it, you know. Like, it really does feel realistic, and the fact that they curse and stuff, and there's actually, like, gore and all that, it really feels like it really does feel like a realistic movie. I really do like that. So, at the end, the world is basically destroyed, almost, and the ocean's filled with LCL, the Lilith thing falls, Shinji is like, Ray talks to Shinji of how everyone's turned to LCL and everyone's AT fields are disappearing and everyone's becoming one. And Shinji's forced to make a decision for humanity, and he claims that he wants to see everybody again and he wants the world to live on. And they talk about how humans and everything can rebuild themselves and all that. So at the end, Shinji's laying on the beach and stuff, watching the half head of the Lilith Ray Ayanami thing, and Asuka is for some reason the sole other survivor on the beach, and Shinji just goes ahead and chokes her for some reason, even though she's the only survivor. And also, here's another thing. They mentioned someplace before of how, like, Shinji and Asuka are basically the same. You know, they both have dramatic childhoods and stuff. And all that, I think that's the reason why Asuka hates Shinji so much a little bit, because, like, he reminds her of herself, and that's pretty interesting. And in the final line of the movie / anime, there's a line from Asuka, "How disgusting." I heard there was alternate lines too, like, "Idiot, yeah, I won't let you kill me," or "I feel sick," or something like that. And that's basically the movie. And it was really cool. It was a really cool, realistic, you know, gory, non-age appropriate, obviously, kind of movie, you know. I mean, I can't remember. I think there might be tits in it, I think. I mean, there is Rey, because, you know, obviously she's kind of in the nude, obviously. But, yeah, it's a really good movie. So, where does Death and Rebirth fall in? So, the first, like, 70 minutes. No. Like, the first couple minutes are, like, basically the rewind of the entire 26 episodes. Like, and, like, yeah, there's literally this, I'm not interested in this movie, really. I mean, I'm not saying you guys shouldn't see it for yourselves, but I'm really not interested in it, you know? Like, the first couple minutes are basically, like, just a rehash of, like, the entire 26 episodes, you know? And then in the other half of the movie, it shows, like, an opening to, it shows, like, first couple minutes, like, in the other half of that movie, it shows the first couple minutes of, basically the first couple minutes of the episode 25 of End of Evangelion, which is, I don't understand that, like, I don't know, like, I guess it's an okay movie. I guess it might be an alright movie, you know, if you want to see both, like, the anime and the movie in one place, but, you know, I don't know if I'd really recommend it, because, you know, it's just a rehash of the anime, and it's just pointlessly showing the opening of, like, the end, even though we already have the End of Evangelion movie, which is kind of weird, but, you know, that's okay, I guess. So that's basically that, you know. You guys should definitely watch End of Evangelion, you know, if you guys are interested in that. If you guys are into these psychological 90s anime movies, horror and stuff. And I guess you could also watch Death and Rebirth if you're interested in that too. So, if you guys are interested in rehashes and all that stuff, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and or subscribe if you're enjoying. And next time on EVA-thon, we'll be doing the third installment, where we'll be talking about the video games. That's right, there are Evangelion video games. So we'll be talking about that in the third and last installment. And I know there's more. I know there's more Eva movies, but that's for another marathon. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for that. Bye, everybody. Peace. Forget. Yeah, peace.